Hi everyone, I'm Nico, and I'm really happy to see you here on Talk English with Us, the channel where we improve our English together through simple conversations, useful vocabulary, and topics that actually make you think. Today, I want to talk about something that a lot of people never really think about: why you shouldn't always share your plans. Now, I want to be clear right from the start. Sharing your dreams and goals is not always a bad idea. Sometimes it's actually really helpful. But sometimes it's better to stay quiet, work in silence, and let your results do the talking. Today, we're going to explore both sides, and by the end, I think you might look at your goals a little differently. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about why we like sharing our plans so much, because we all do it, right? You have a new idea, a new goal, a new project, and immediately you want to tell someone, your friend, your family, maybe even a random person who will listen. Why? Because we're excited. When you have a new idea, it feels great. It feels full of possibilities. And sharing that feeling with someone you care about is a very natural thing to do. For example, imagine you decide to start running every morning. You're really motivated, so you tell your friends, you post about it, you talk about it at dinner. Sound familiar? We also share because we want support. We want someone to say, "That's a great idea, you can do it." That kind of encouragement feels amazing. It gives us energy. And sometimes we share because we want approval. We want to know that other people think our idea is good. All of these are completely normal. There's nothing wrong with any of them. But here's where it can get a little complicated. Let's talk about why keeping some plans private can actually help you. First reason, you avoid unnecessary criticism. When you share an idea early, before you've really started, some people might react negatively. Not always because they want to hurt you. Sometimes they just don't understand your vision yet. They might say things like, "Are you sure that's realistic?" Or "That sounds really hard," or "A lot of people try that and fail." And even if they mean well, those words can kill your excitement before your idea even gets a chance to grow. Second reason, you stay more focused. Here's something interesting. When we talk a lot about a goal, our brain actually feels a little bit of the satisfaction of already achieving it. So we end up talking about the goal instead of working toward the goal. It's like telling everyone you're going to clean the house and then feeling like you already did something even though you haven't touched a single thing yet. Third reason, you protect your motivation. In the beginning, motivation is fragile. One negative comment, one discouraging reaction, and it can disappear. But if you work quietly, your motivation is protected. Nobody can touch it, and it grows every single day as you make progress. And fourth reason, your actions speak louder than your words. Imagine you tell everyone, "I'm going to write a book," and then months pass and nothing happens. Now imagine you write the book in secret and one day you just hand it to your friends. The impact is completely different. Results are more powerful than announcements. Now, this is not a rule that applies to every situation. Sometimes sharing your plans is absolutely the right thing to do. We'll talk about that in a moment. But first, let's learn some useful English vocabulary. These are words and expressions you'll use a lot when talking about plans, goals, and motivation. First word, goal. A goal is something specific you want to achieve. My goal is to speak English fluently by the end of the year. Second word, dream. A dream is something you really want, maybe a bigger vision for your life. My dream is to travel the world and meet people from different cultures. Third word, plan. A plan is how you're going to get from where you are to where you want to be. I have a plan to save money every month so I can take a vacation next year. Fourth expression, stay focused. This means to keep your attention on what's important without getting distracted. It's easy to get distracted. Try to stay focused on your main goal. Fifth expression, keep going. This means to continue even when things are hard. Some days are difficult, but keep going. Progress takes time. Sixth expression, believe in yourself. This means to have confidence in your own abilities. Not everyone will understand your dream. That's okay. Believe in yourself. Seventh expression, take action. This means to stop planning and actually start doing something. The most important step is to take action. Start small, but start. Eighth expression, stay motivated. This means to keep your energy and desire to work toward your goal. It's normal to feel tired sometimes. Here are a few ways to stay motivated. Ninth expression, ask for advice. This means to ask someone for their opinion or guidance. Before I started my business, I asked for advice from someone who had done it before. It saved me a lot of mistakes. And 10th expression, achieve your goals. This means to successfully reach what you were working toward. With patience and consistency, you can achieve your goals. I really believe that. So, there you have it, 10 very useful expressions. Try using one of them in a sentence today. Write it in the comments if you want. I'd love to read it. Now, let's talk about when it is a good idea to share your plans, because this is important too. I don't want you to think that you should always keep everything secret. First situation, when you need advice. If someone has more experience than you in a certain area, talking to them about your plan can save you a lot of time and mistakes. A good piece of advice at the right moment can completely change the direction of a project. Second situation, when you trust the person. There are people in our lives who truly support us, people who celebrate our wins and help us through our struggles. With those people, sharing your dreams can be a source of real strength. Third situation, when you need encouragement. Sometimes we feel uncertain or scared, and hearing a trusted friend or family member say, "I believe in you," can make a real difference. And fourth situation, when you want to learn from others. Someone might have already done something similar to what you're planning. Their experience is valuable. Don't miss the chance to learn from it. So, the real question isn't, should I share my plans or not? The real question is, who should I share with, when, and why? Choose wisely. All right, now let me tell you a little story. This is the story of Maya. Maya had a big dream. She wanted to become a freelance designer. Every time she got excited about a new idea, she told everyone, her friends, her family, her co-workers, even people she had just met. "I'm going to start my design business," she would say. But the months went by and nothing really happened. Her friends started giving polite smiles whenever she mentioned it, and Maya started to feel embarrassed. One day, a mentor told her something simple but important. "Maya, stop announcing, start doing, and when you have results, show them." Maya decided to change her approach. For 3 months, she worked quietly. She built a portfolio, she took an online course, she reached out to her first clients. And then, without any big announcement, she launched her website. She sent a simple message to a few people she trusted. "I did it. Check this out." And the response she got, it was completely different from all her previous announcements. People were impressed. They shared her work. New clients came in. Maya didn't just talk about her dream this time. She built it, and then she showed it. And that made all the difference. Now it's your turn. Here's a small challenge for you this week. I want you to choose one goal, just one. Something personal, something that matters to you. And this week, I want you to work on it every day before talking about it with anyone else. Day 1. Write down your goal clearly, not in your head, on paper. Day 2. Take the first small action, just one step. Day 3. Do it again and again and again. At the end of the week, look at how far you've come. And if you want to share, share here in the comments. Tell me what your goal is and what small step you took today. Because the Talk English with Us community is a supportive and encouraging place. And your progress inspires other people. All right, let's wrap up.
Today, we talked about why we like sharing our plans. Excitement, wanting support, looking for approval. All very human. We talked about why keeping some plans private can help. Avoiding criticism, staying focused, protecting your motivation, and letting your actions do the talking. We learned 10 useful expressions: goal, dream, plan, stay focused, keep going, believe in yourself, take action, stay motivated, ask for advice, and achieve your goals. We talked about when sharing is a good idea, when you need advice, when you trust someone, when you need encouragement, and when you can learn from others. And we followed Maya's story, which showed us that results are always more powerful than announcements. The main lesson today is simple. Before you talk about your plans, work on them, build something real, and then, when the time is right, show the world what you created. Now, I have one question for you. Do you usually share your plans with others, or do you keep them private? Tell me in English in the comments. I really enjoy reading your thoughts, and it's great practice for your English. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a like. It really helps the channel grow and means a lot to me. Subscribe to Talk English with Us if you haven't already, so you don't miss any future episodes. And if you have a friend who is learning English, share this video with them. It might be exactly what they need today. Thank you so much for being here. Keep learning, keep taking action, and I'll see you very soon in the next episode.